running for re-election. The gates have opened for candidates for mayor in Waterbury. Today, we meet a Republican hoping to snap the Democrats' winning streak in the Brass City. And joining us now is Don Majorano, Republican candidate for mayor of Waterbury. And Ms. Majorano, nice, good to see you here today.
Thank you for having me. Very exciting.
So let's talk a little bit about your background. What qualifies you to be mayor?
Sure. It's a great question. My name is Dawn. I was born and raised in Waterbury, deeply rooted in the city. My family has been there for 120 years. I'm fourth generation of a small business. It's a funeral home, which could be a whole other story another time. Very involved in the community, nonprofits, especially when it comes to animals. So again, deeply rooted, invested, and committed to the city. I made the decision to do this, Dennis, because I hear from my small business friends, other residents in the city, that, we're all frustrated. We're frustrated. We're concerned for the well-being
of the city,
of us, of financial well-being. There's a lot of frustration. So, we're craving excited leadership. We really are.
So in your judgment, you believe the city is going in the wrong direction. How so?
I believe that business as usual is not going to work for the next 4 years. We need a change. We need fresh ideas. We need excitement and transparency. And a lot of that just isn't happening.
In your viewpoint, what do you think is the biggest mistake that Mayor O'Leary has made?
Mayor O'Leary's done great stuff. His revitalization of remediation of brownfields, of old factories is amazing. I think after being there for 12 years, and he was the police captain, he
was on the police force.
Thank you. Yes. Yes, he was chief. Thank you. He was chief of police for many years before that. I think it gets to a point where it's status quo. And I think that business just happens. And I think it gets stale. So I think that's kind of where we're at. And again, it's more about excited leadership coming in.
The Democrats would say that he's done a good job and that they should stay in power with another Democrat. Your argument against that would be what?
Would be my passions. My passions are smart economic development, not happening in Waterbury. School safety in general is deplorable in our city. We're talking about kitchen table issues that we talk about at the kitchen table, at diners, at grocery stores, and it's not going in the right direction.
So
it's not going in the right direction.
If you should win and you're sworn in, what would be on your agenda for the top 3 things you'd change right away?
And I talk about them all the time. Taxes, of course, always an issue with every city, but with Waterbury, we are the second highest tax city in the state. So with the revaluation from the state, it's an issue. So I go out there and say, I promise you, as a small business owner, I will do the deep dive on the budget. I will do the deep dive on the budget. I will look at expenditures. I will look at policies and procedures to make things better. However, you also need smart economic development at the same time. They have to work hand in hand. So it isn't just one thing that I would go in and change. It's got to be in tandem.
And what would the second thing be?
Smart economic development.
Third?
Let's get cranes in the air. Let's make it happen. Let's get some action in the city. Third, safety. And again,
do you believe Waterbury is dangerous?
I believe that Waterbury, as most cities in the country, are dealing with many issues. I think they're dealing with police retention, police officer retention. It's a challenge. It's a challenge everywhere. So, we need to work towards supporting our police officers. We need to support retention strategies. We need to support tools. We need to give them the tools. But besides that, in addition to that, as mayor, my role is to put pressure on state legislators, because Democrats will come to me all the time and say, that's a state issue. You can't affect that. No, I can't affect that. My job is to talk to the legislators, tell them that it's not working. There's things that they need to do to fix it so that our police officers can do their job.
It's going to be a fascinating campaign in the Brass City. Don Majorano, she is the Republican candidate for mayor.